changed the way they play the game, didn't they?
Yeah, that's been the one component offensively that I think we're all waiting for is a three-point shot. And can they make it consistently? Well, they had a season high 13 three-pointers made against Texas Tech the other night. But what was nice to see, particularly with Nembhard, is he got going from behind the three-point line. Going into the game, he was shooting less than 27% from the three-point line, 4 of 8. Much more assertive, taking those open looks, hunting out those three-point shots, and doing a good job playing off of Timmy and Holmgren.
Man, Andrew was shooting it well today at the shoot-around before this game. He can get it done. It's only going to get better, I'm sure. Okay. You know, great scores don't all come in big packages, Dan, and the Lumberjacks have one of those guys.
Yeah, they really do. Jalen Cone is going to be a lot of fun to watch if you're a Gonzaga fan. But if you're guarding him, you might not have a lot of fun because he's got an incredible amount of freedom. He's very aggressive. He transferred in from Virginia Tech in the ACC, and he's making the most of his opportunity. Last 3 games, nearly 26 a game. 33 against South Dakota on 31 shots. So if you're guarding him, it's going to go up from any and all angles. Be prepared.
Lumberjacks and the Gonzaga Bulldogs now ranked number 4 in the country. Gonzaga trying to earn their 10th win as we head off to Christmas break. What a treat it is tonight. Downtown Spokane. Come on back. Starting lineups to tip off. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the McCarthy Athletic Center. Greg Heister, Dan Dickau, Richard Fox, Gonzaga and Northern Arizona out of the Big Sky Conference. Take a look at the starting lineups brought to you tonight by Numerica Credit Union. Lumberjacks with 2 players that average in double digits. They are Jalen Cone. Dan talked about him, and also Nick Maines. Number 20 there, a 6'8" redshirt junior out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Strother, Nembhard, Bolton. Nembhard and Bolton firing those threes against Texas Tech. Drew Timme, and of course, the big man in the middle, Chet Holmgren. Shane Burkhardt, the head coach of the Lumberjacks, his 3rd season, 26-37 record currently, and of course, the great Mark Few. 83.4% of the time that he coaches a basketball game, he wins it. Guys, keys to the game tonight brought to you by Northern Quest Resort and Casino. All right, earn your money.
Well, Greg, I'll do my best. Play inside out. We've seen that throughout the year, obviously, particularly with Timmy, what he could do on the low block. But against Texas Tech, getting the ball inside, paint touches, really opened up that perimeter jump shot, and Gonzaga made Texas Tech pay. Let's see if that's something we can see more consistently as we move through the year.
And I think they need to stay hot from 3. They season high 13 made threes against Texas Tech. Let's see if that holds true tonight.
They've got to stay hot from 3, Dan Dickau. Firing from the hip right away. We are underway, Gonzaga and Northern Arizona. Here at the McCarthy Athletic Center, the Zags 9-2 on this season. Lumberjacks coming in 4-7, 1-1 inside Big Sky play. Here's Drew Timme. Thought about the 3, and now he will dial it up and connect. Drew Timme, his 2nd make, I believe, from downtown.
Yeah, you are correct. You read the stat sheet correctly prior to the game. 2nd made 3 of the year. Gonzaga's going to have to do a great job of creating their own energy tonight because the students are not here.
There's Maines. And Julian Strother on Stark with the defense, and there's Jalen Cone with Timme out there. And look at the quickness out of number 15, but Chet Holmgren with the block at the rim.
Against anybody else.
Check.
That's 2 points at the rim. Nice drive here from Cone, blows right by Timme, but the ultimate backline defender in Holmgren comes over and takes care of it.
I mean, he shows on the first possession just how quick and shifty he is. Granted, that's Timme, and he struggles guarding on the perimeter at times, but that was a heck of a attack of the rim.
Runner by Stark doesn't go. Gonzaga basketball right back in their half court. Nembhard, great day against Texas Tech. And then from the very same spot as Drew Timme, Chet Holmgren with the 3 ball.
Yeah, I'd like to say I had a crystal ball. Stay off from 3. First 2 buckets of the game were just that, and they were from your bigs.
My key was play outside in, right?
Yes,
Is that what it was?
you are correct.
Oh, wow. And there's the over and back, a turnover. So Gonzaga with the basketball again, and we begin the game with the bigs. And look, the bigs didn't get enough touches against Texas Tech. They're making sure right away here tonight they get the touches from behind three.
I don't necessarily know if it wasn't they were trying to get them to touches, but Texas Tech a great job of taking those touches away. You can see Northern Arizona to start the game. They're trying to dare Gonzaga's bigs from the perimeter.
And the magician, Andrew Nemhard.
Just give him a nickname?
Yeah, the magician.
He's just so patient coming off those high ball screens. He's rarely in a rush. Gets Cone on his hip and just takes his time and gets an easy 5-footer in front of the rim.
Maine, 16 feet, that won't go. Poked around, grab, Cone, free throw line jumper, in and out, and back in. Jalen Cone, sophomore from Walkertown, North Carolina.
Nice pass.
And the Zags in transition, Julian Strother on the board.
What, all of about 3 seconds?
Yeah, but Nemhard's about as good as I've seen, being able to just off the dribble with the left hand deliver a pass on the money.
Here's Cone. He is lightning in a bottle. That one rimmed out. Big rebound by Tout.
Yeah.
And the putback is good.
He's a good player. He's
10-4.
not necessarily a great scorer, but they play through him a lot on the offensive end. He's a good playmaker, and he goes to the glass, as you saw the previous possession.
30 offensive rebounds Tout has coming into tonight. Leads this team at 9.5 rebounds a game. That is, puts in work on the glass.
And that was the first miss by Gonzaga here tonight. Now 4 of 5. Cone trying to get open. He's got the basketball. Nemhard chasing him. Timmy there to help. 5 on the shot clock. Stark down the lane. Runner won't go. And it's cleared by the big fella. Chet Holmgren now in transition. He'll fire the three. Bingo!
It's only a matter of time before he gets comfortable shooting beyond the arc. I thought I saw a difference in his preparation on the catch against Texas Tech. I know he only had 5 points, made 1 3, but the 1 3 he did make, it was a pick and pop situation where he caught it. There was no question the ball was going up. You want to see him play with that sense of urgency on the catch.
Maines over Strother, banked it in. I heard him call it. 13-6. Bolton dumps it to Timmy.
Shoot it.
Holmgren thought about it. Strother will, that short. Out the rebound. Jalen Cole trying to get around Nemhard. Andrew stopped the ball. Timmy helps. Flip it into the corner. Corner 3 off by Mason Stark. And Tout the offensive rebound. Stark cutting down the lane. Foul called on Julian Strother. 15:49 to play here in the first half. Gonzaga 3 of 4 from downtown. Chet Holmgren the rebound. And then he decides to go. Defense doesn't come. Buries a 3. And welcome back to tonight's Arby's Fan Trivia Question. Brought to you by Arby's, your delicious neighborhood meat crafter. Stop by Arby's today. Arby's, where you have the meats. Here's the question. How many ranked opponents have the Zags played this season? Is it 4, 2, 8, or 5? Text your answer to 27297. We'll have it for you a little bit later in the show.
Hey, wait, I thought the narrative was Gonzaga doesn't play anybody.
Depends on who you're talking to, Dan. I don't know where you're getting your news from. Hey, Timmy and Holmgren, guys, 11 threes combined coming into this game tonight. They've already hit 3.
Perfect 3 of 3.
Yes, and Northern Arizona with 4 offensive rebounds. So they're leaving some to coach. Timmy with the defense on Ezekiel Richards. And Cone, quick 3.
That is great preparation to come off the handoff and then the forward.
Well, interesting. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, finish. Go ahead.
Just interesting action. They put Holmgren in this situation where he has to try to stay with Cone. He just can't do that.
Timmy.
Well, I think they're trying to figure out different ways they can switch with this lineup, because Holmgren can guard on the perimeter at times. Hunter Salas forcing the turnover. You know, Hunter Salas, we get another look at it here. DHO action, when you're switching big to big, is difficult. Cone takes advantage. I was about to say, Hunter Salas, even though he's gotten limited minutes this year, there's a lot to be excited about with his future. defensively, he's been really good for a freshman.
Nembhard misses the three. Second miss from behind that three-point line. Richards with the basketball, hand off to Cone. Maine's trying to go inside, but Timmy was there defensively. Nolan Hickman, number 11, on the ball right now. And you can see he's really up into Jalen Cone. Back to Tout, left hand, blocked by Chet Holmgren. And Chet leading the break again.
Why not?
And here he goes again from the top. Chet Holmgren with another downtown three ball. And he's 3 for 3.
I love the fact he's hunting out his offense.
Yes.
I think you've seen stretches this year, and he's so unselfish. He plays within the system and what they're trying to do offensively. He needs to be, in my opinion, at times a little bit more of an alpha offensively. We've seen that here in the first half.
Maine's jump shot from in the key. Hunter Salas, here's Holmgren. He is, we might be looking for a heat check here in a moment. That's from the elbow. That rimmed out. Holmgren's first miss, 3 of 4 in the game. He's just got to shoot him deeper. Jalen Cone.
Wow.
And a chance for 4. Hunter Salas the foul.
He gets up so quick.
Yes.
And he elevates, and there Salas is just caught flat-footed. He's guarding the ball screener, but he's not up at the three-point line. He's too late trying to challenge the jump shot, commits the silly foul. You've got to be right there waiting for Cone to come off that screen.
And this is a lot of what I thought their struggles were at times against Alabama is take the scouting report, you're there, but you're not truly there. You got to take away something with a switch, not just switch through convenience.
Jalen Cone already with 9 points. And we're just over 6 minutes in. Here's Anton Watson with a drive. Left it for Salas. Nolan Hickman. Thought about taking the ball. Now Nembhard with it into the paint. He creates a little space with a fake. Missed a shot. And cleared. Back come the Lumberjacks. Jay Green, number 0 on the floor. Nick Maines driving on Salas. Lewis. And here's Jalen Cone already with 9 points. Northern Arizona on an 11-3 run.
It is quiet in here without the student section.
5 on the shot clock, falling away. Shot missed by Carson Tout. And here's Chet Holmgren again, driving off the glass, but he'll have to settle for 2 free throws.
Richard touched on it a minute ago, the aggressiveness tonight. I like it. And I think he is so skilled at so many different things. And he's been taught how to play the game the right way. He's very unselfish. You can tell he's a team guy. But when you're that skilled, there are times you need to be aggressive to score. I like what he's doing tonight.
Well, he shoots 77% coming into tonight inside the arc. You know, just 10 of 30 from 3 before tonight. You knew that part of his game was going to come. He's just too good for shooting the ball. But I love the aggression to start. He's hunting out his own offense. And I think in transition or in the half court, when he catches it on the move, where the defense isn't set, and he's got to try to compete with his strength, which he doesn't have a ton of at this point in his career. But he's so nimble. If he catches it on the move, it's really, really difficult to slow him down.
Holmgren now with 10 points. He's into double digits. Cone from the corner.
That's an aggressive pull-up. He reminds me a lot of a former NBA player, undersized Earl Boykins. He was 5'5", Earl Boykins was. Just the quickness, the shiftiness, the ability to get his own shot off.
Positive guy.
Plays with no fear tonight.
Yeah, Dan, you used to tell a story about your one block shot in the NBA coming against Earl Boykins.
Hey, maybe that's why I remember the name Earl Boykins. He's a tremendous player.
Yeah.
Career high 2 blocks, both on Earl Boykins in the same game. Sorry if you're checking this out, Earl. I know you're a coach at the college level now.
There's no chance of that, Dan.
I had to hope, right?
Here's Andrew Nembhard. Little runner.
Teardrop.
Yeah, love it. Nembhard with 4. Gonzaga up by 4. Jalen Cone been all the offense for the Lumberjacks. 15 on the shot clock. Lewis with the drive. Got into the paint on Watson and then the charge. Jay Green doesn't like the call. And a moment ago, Shane Burkhardt, the head coach of Northern Arizona, was going at it with one of the officials. I think he's already upset again.
I'm not sure that's a foul on the offense.
Well, it definitely would not have been a foul on Anton. He was in the right place. Almost seemed as if he was trying to get out of the way, and Green stumbled. That being said, Zag fans will take it.
Jalen Cone to the bench. Number 4, Carter Mahaney, now on the floor for Northern Arizona. Anton Watson drives on Richards. A head fake, and he scores.
He's been playing well lately. 10 points against Texas Tech. A few of the previous games, he's been really good at facilitating for others. Second on the team in assists as well as steals.
Got to be careful with Salas out there. 13 on the shot clock. Here's Lewis. Richards trying to set the screen. Nemhard knocked it away, out of bounds. Northern Arizona basketball when we come back. 11:29 to play first half. Zags up by 6. Anton Watson. What a player he's turned into for Gonzaga. Great bucket there. His first. And welcome back to the McCarthy Athletic Center. Here's your Arby's trivia answer. How many ranked opponents have the Zags played this season? The answer is 5, which is currently the most by any team in the country. Hashtag Zags don't play anybody.
It could become more. BYU, they're on the cusp of the top 25.
(21:15), 11:29 to go here between Gonzaga and Northern Arizona in the first half. I'm Greg Heister along with the always positive Dan Dickow and Richard Fox.
Saying I'm not positive?
I mean, you look around the WCC.
Oh,
here we
San
go.
Francisco knocked off
Here
Arizona
we
State
go.
last night.
Yeah. Oh, great win.
St. Mary's is playing well.
Are you
There's 4
sponsored?
teams.
Do you have a sponsorship
in the
for it
top
over
four.
here?
Yeah,
No, I really
Shot clock violation, Dan.
adamant that
Going
the
the
league
other
has
way.
gotten better.
Yeah, I think we could just take what Dan has said about the WCC for the last 10 years and just replay it every year.
Hey, at some point
You
it
make
will
the
be
case.
true, but this may
At
be
some
the year.
point, you're right. This might be the year.
But I mean,
Might
you look
not.
around the rosters, they're experienced.
Watson,
Whoa.
oh man, is he flushed up there at the rim by Carson Tout.
I love Tout. Earlier he's tripping with Timmy, tripping with Holmgren.
You just like him because he wears 33, reminds you of Violet. That's
true, actually. I hadn't put that together, but there's absolutely some truth to that. That's awfully clean up top, maybe a little bit too much with the body, but Tout, he gets after it. Almost 3 offensive rebounds a game, and tonight he's done a good job of just making himself big around the rim. He's got 6 rebounds here early.
Anton Watson now with 4 points.
I think Anton's had the best stretch of his career here.
Agreed, by far.
Yeah, last 3 games, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, only 3 turnovers.
You know, I talked with Coach Few about Anton the other day, and you know, just so complimentary of the kid's basketball IQ. Like when he puts him on the floor, you know, Anton is one of the brighter guys when it comes to learning or understanding how to play the game that Gonzaga has right now.
Well, at some point in a player's career, all of a sudden you become consistent. The staff knows every night I can expect, you know, whatever that guy's role is. I think Anton's gotten there now, where every night you know what he's going to do. Cole knocks down another impossible 3.
It went in though, Richard.
Yes, almost nearly impossible.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, in our ever desire to be
Cut.
truthful, here's Hunter Salas.
Freshman.
The bucket. Hunter's first field goal.
He's still learning his way on the offensive end. His jump shot has been tweaked since high school. It will get better with time and reps, but he's really done a nice job of learning to play off the ball.
Through Timmy with a flash of defense. Nolan Hickman at the other end, but the foul called on Mason Stark before he got the shot up. That's number 1 on Stark, and that is 4 on NAU.
Smart foul there from Stark, though. Stopped what's certain to be an easy shot at the rim and forced GU to set up the half court.
Julian Strother replacing Hickman. Ball inside. And another foul on the Lumberjacks. And I believe this is on 23, Ezekiel Richards. No, it's on Tout. That's his second. And that'll put Anton Watson back at the free throw line. He had a couple a moment ago. Anton now with 5 points.
Well, when you look at the fundamental base that he has, he's had tremendous coaching. Played for John Stockton in AAU, and then Matty McIntyre. I think Richard spent a year or 2 coaching alongside him at Gonzaga Prep, if I remember right. He's a really good coach at the high school level.
And what a finish with the left hand by Jay Green. I think Van Dickow just credited Richard Fox for Anton Watson's ability to play.
Finally, somebody said it out loud.
Yeah. Timmy fakes the 3, spins into the paint, back to the glass. Oh, what a finish! Drew Timmy a chance for 3.
Then you misunderstood.
Oh, okay.
I said Matty McIntyre, who Richard, I was was a volunteer coach years ago.
Okay.
We see Timmy here puts on the spin cycle. It makes the tough shot. I helped briefly in summer league for like a minute, and it did nothing but actually set back G Prep that year.
And Timmy converts a 3-point play now with 4 points.
You know you do a good job when they don't ask you back.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
And now some pressure.
Trying to pay you a compliment, Richard.
I appreciate it.
And there it is. Oh, foul call by Hunter.
I
thought he had the ball.
I think he stepped out.
And I thought he had a flush at the other end. Gonzaga on a 13-5 run. The official stats here, as I look at the board, says that Drew Timmy has 3, but he actually hit a 3 earlier. He's got at least 5. (29-20). Either way. Stark trying to get it in, and does to Jalen Cone. Jalen's been fun to watch tonight. 4 of 8 from the floor, 3 of 4 from 3. And he's hunting a shot again.
Is this a guy you can't relax? You know, both when you're on him directly or if you're in a pick and roll situation.
Hunter Salas with the strip. Anton Watson. Drew Timmy. Will back down.
Well, if you're not going to
double, let him do that.
If you're not going to double,
you
let him get a couple rhythm dribbles. That's 2 points. Go to the other end.
Yeah. I think he caught it waiting for it to come. It never showed up. He just went to work.
8:56 to play first half. Gonzaga now has made 5 straight field goals. 11 of 17 for the game, 64.7%. Drew Timmy licking his chops.
Yeah, Lewis is a good player, but he's got no chance down there one-on-one.
Few do against him. All right, Dan, here's your chance. Let's take a look around the West Coast Conference. They are better this year. BYU, St. Mary's, USF with just 1 loss to this point. Andrew Nembhard, the reigning player of the week, 16 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds in that great matchup. I love that game against Texas Tech. I believe if you make long runs in the NCAA tournament, you're going to have to be able to beat a team like Texas Tech. Gonzaga proved they could do that. Mike Mitchell, freshman of the week. Santa Clara head coach Herb Sendek, 498 career wins. We've always known he can coach. And Courtney Vandersloot, her jersey will be retired on December 30th.
Well deserved.
Oh, she was fantastic. The combination of Vandersloot to Heather Bowman, one of the best combinations in the history of the West Coast Conference. Zags up by 11. Here's Lewis. Switch. 10 on the shot clock. Green right at Julian Strother. Left-hand fadeaway, high off the glass. Tough shot, goes. Jay Green with 4. Nice catch by Watson, but he is fouled on the catch by number 20, Nick Maines.
Usually it's the other way around. Watson, the trail big, throwing it to Timmy on a seal. Timmy returning the favor. Watson, a great job sealing there, not allowing Maines to get around.
That's 7 fouls on Northern Arizona, so a 1-and-1 coming for Anton Watson. Left it short, tip back, Timmy battling, Anton picked it up, off the glass. The roll goes 33-22.
It keeps it alive.
And if you're wondering, is there less energy tonight in the McCarthy Athletic Center? There is. The students obviously on Christmas break, and Green just lost the ball out of play. So another turnover against Northern Arizona that gets them to 6. So the building's full of fans, just not the students. Guys, I don't want to jinx them. Gonzaga without a turnover yet. Oh, great backdoor. Julian Strother can't get it to go, but great movement without the ball, Julian Strother. Corner. That three way off from Jay Green.
They're doubling Cone now in pick and roll situations, trying to make sure somebody else beats them on that particular possession.
Ken Holmgren knocked to the floor with Carson Tout. And now the corner three up and good. Mason Stark, junior from Chandler, Arizona. Stark his first field goal.
44% from 3 is Stark. That is where he does his damage.
Here's Holmgren. And Chet will go to the free throw line now with 10 points. 33-25. Gonzaga up by 8 on the Lumberjacks. Mason Stark from downtown. NAU down by 8. 33-25. Greg Heister, Dan Dickow, Richard Fox. Tonight's floss of the game brought to you by Delta Dental. We're on a mission to help make Washington State 100% cavity free. To learn more, visit cavityfreewa.com. Brought to you by Delta Dental of Washington, proud supporters of Healthy Smiles and your Gonzaga Bulldogs. And yeah, they're getting the floss done.
What's your favorite dance move, Greg? Your go-to?
Jeez. You know, I wish I could come up with something funny there, but not quite a dancer. Not quite. Here's Chet Holmgren. Holmgren with 10 on 3 of 4 shooting. 1 of 2 from the line, 3 rebounds. Man, I cannot believe that it's Christmas already. Well, not today, but I mean, it's a few days away.
You got your shopping done?
Oh,
I don't think he started.
I was wondering, because usually we do a whole gift exchange thing, and you didn't bring anything this time. So,
well, thank you for the aftershave. And Dan, the slippers are great. Chet Holmgren, 3 of 4 from the line, 12 points.
Would have given you a gift card to the barbers, but you've got a hairpiece, so we'll stay with that.
I thought it was going to be like toothpaste.
Yeah, I don't have to get a cut. Best investment I've ever made. Here's Jay Green, 10 on the shot clock. Rasir Bolton out there defending, so is Holmgren. And now Maines left to deal with Timmy. Free throw line, missed everything. Saved, but right to Andrew Nembhard. Bolton into the corner. Julian Strother, the three. Julian Strother now 1 of 2 from downtown.
Great job in transition, getting out wide with Strother, but credit Bolton. He played extremely well against Texas Tech. 5 made threes. He has just played his role tonight. He hasn't forced any action, which is harder to do than you would expect, especially coming off a big game like he had.
Richards. Holmgren stood him up. 8 on the shot clock. And creating that foul that time. Smart play by Jalen Cone. Pinned it on Rozier Bolton. And that's number 1 on Raj. Gonzaga's largest lead now, gentlemen, at 13 points. 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Zag shooting 13 of 21. Northern Arizona 10 of 22.
The three-point shot continues to go down for GU. 5 of 7 behind the arc now.
There's a 3. That's way off by number 20, Nick Maines. Strother to the post. Julian Strother, the 3. Too hard. Gonzaga getting out rebounded in this game. 14 to 10. Here's the skip into the corner. Mason Stark hit a 3 a moment ago. That's short. And Strother up for the rebound. Quick outlet. Nembhard back to Bolton. Fakes the 3. Drive the lane. Back to Nembhard. 3 ball. Good. Andrew Nembhard. His first make.
Transition basketball. Get the ball off the floor. Put the defense in rotations.
Nembhard was 7. Zags now 6 of 9 from downtown to follow up that effort they had against Texas Tech. 4 different Zags with a 3 in this game, gentlemen. So listen, that's what I've heard all season. You know, Seth Davis, I hear him talking about it. Gonzaga's Achilles heel is the 3-point line. They can't win a national championship, can't get to the Final Four if you don't shoot the 3 well. I realize I see the percentages. However, young players on this team. Chet Holmgren's only going to shoot it better as the season goes on. Andrew Nembhard is working his way in there. And there's an offensive foul call. Would have been a shot clock violation, possibly. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm getting at with this. Like,
yeah, you're right in the fact that
how many do you
I
need
think
to
there
shoot?
are potential good shooters on this team.
Yes.
They haven't shown it in extended stretches just yet. Bolton hit 5 the other night. Nembhard has had a couple games where it's been good. I think Hickman's had multiple 3s in a couple games, but they don't have a Corey Kispert where you know he's a knockdown shooter. The one guy that maybe they are missing more than some people thought is Dom Harris. I mean, last year's a freshman. He shot it at a shade over 39% from the field. He's been out with injury all year.
I guess I would argue, right, that Raj Bolton shooting 43% on the season for 3. We know what he's done prior in his career. He's been a good 3-point shooter all of his collegiate career.
Yeah,
Strother's up there. You got several guys in the 30s. It's not like this team can't shoot a 3. You've got 2 all-world post players. And guys, Gonzaga just had their first turnover at the 4:37 mark of this first half.
Look, going into the Texas Tech game, they were shooting under 33% collectively.
I get it, as a team.
And you know, Holmgren hadn't gotten going from 3, only 10 of 30 on the year. Obviously tonight you don't expect him to shoot at this clip, but you can see what he can do. You don't need 8 guys who can shoot 35 or better from 3, obviously.
How many do you need?
You want to, if you want to ideally, I think have 3 guys out there at any given time that can knock down that shot. I still think they're working to that place.
But again, with Julian, with Chet and Rozier, and then Andrew coming on, I don't know. 12 on the shot clock. Here's Drew Timme. Jump hook. Timme now with 10.
That's really good defense there from Richards. Just an all-the-world spin move there from Timme.
Jeez, that was a quick stop and pop from Cone.
All right, Gonzaga with their second turnover there. 3:46 to play first half. Zags up. Oh. And welcome back. Gonzaga on a 10-0 run. They've opened up a 43-25 lead on Northern Arizona. Gonzaga coverage of the game brought to you by Primera, a proud partner of the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Strother the clear. Zags working around. Bolton the drive back to the corner. And Nembhard buries a 3, Dan Dicko.
Yes, he did. Buried a 3. Open shots. That's part of shooting a great percentage, is taking the correct ones when they present themselves. Last year, you would run wide pin down actions to a Corey Kispert and expect it to be knocked down. This year, you don't have that type of shooter. I'm not arguing you and saying they don't have good shooters. They have good shooters. They need to take the right shots, and when they present themselves like that Nembhard corner three, knock it down.
And Dan, you know this better than anybody. Being ready to shoot.
Yes.
Understanding, you know, the ball goes inside. If Timmy's doubled, he's going to find me. I've got to be prepared to shoot or move the ball quickly. We've seen that against Texas Tech and here tonight so far. Guys are ready to shoot the ball when the ball comes out to them at the three-point line.
Jalen Cone. Mason start. Jean Aguic.
Great hands.
On the floor, here's Nembhard with the catch. Tried to flush it, but Aguic got back. Transition defense to block the shot.
What a play.
Yeah, that was.
An amazing play. Ball poked away, Holmgren. A long way away from the bucket. Now he's back underneath. 12 on the shot clock. Cone whips it down low. Aguic missed the shot. Hunter Salas trying to go coast to coast. Shot was blocked inside, and it's a turnover. Third turnover against Gonzaga this half.
Just trying to do a little too much there as Salas in transition.
Oh, wow, look at the blow by there. Elbow jump shot, good from Jalen Cone.
He gets so low to the ground, and he's so quick turning that corner. It's really difficult to keep him in front.
Watson. Bounced it, Nembhard. And Watson grabbed it out of the air. Here's Nolan Hickman. Plenty of time on the clock, down to 12. Andrew on the post up. Ducks in. Shot falls off. Holmgren, the rebound, put back good. Holmgren now with 14. Under 2 to go. Chet Holmgren 4 of 5. Zags is the team 16 of 27. And Chet Holmgren, guys, last 3 games averaging better than 12 rebounds a game.
Yeah, his offense, it's been up and down, but it's what you love about him. The defense is there every night, and the rebounding is there every night, regardless of what's happening offensively.
4 on the shot clock. Cone trying to get it off. Picked up by Holmgren. Gonzaga now with the opportunity. Watson, nice catch, and fouled right away by the 5'11" Jalen Cone. Jalen knew what was about to happen, and he's going to make Anton earn the points at the free throw line.
5th time tonight Anton has drawn a foul, and it speaks to the experience that you mentioned earlier. Cutting at the opportune times, being on the offensive glass, being in the right spots to create a problem.
You'd expect that from Timmy. Holmgren drawing those types of fouls. Watson's been great tonight, carving out position. He plays so much stronger this year, at least in my opinion, Dan, than he did last year. Part of that's probably health.
Yep.
But he certainly plays bigger than he is.
Oh, Anton Watson! That's plenty big. He clears his own miss from the free throw line.
Second time tonight off a missed free throw. He cleaned it up and got a bucket.
Oh, Anton Watson with some explosion. Winton Brown missing from the corner. Salas. Holmgren. He's always open for 3. He's 7 feet tall. Missed it there. Chet now 3 of 5. Nolan Hickman with the defense, block shot. And now Nolan on the move. Look at the head up looking. He's going to be a star, isn't he, guys?
Hickman, absolutely.
26 seconds to go. Anton Watson into the corner. Chet Holmgren faked the 3, drives, loose ball, and it's picked up by Lewis. And now Northern Arizona with a chance. Cone transition 3, bingo! Cone with 17 first half points for Northern Arizona. It is an 18-point game at 48-30. And before that shot by Cone, Northern Arizona was one of their last 8. Boy, you got to find him, right?
He's the one guy you absolutely have to find in any and all scenarios. does a good job getting out ahead of the pack, and then Hickman's put in a bind. Do I protect the rim or do I close out? Well, right now I think you need to go guard him.
Problem is you close out too aggressively, puts it on the floor and goes around you, right?
Yeah, he's good.
He's a handful. What, just 4 or 5 from 3 tonight. Last 3 games shooting 52% from 3, 15 of 19. That is just, he's having himself a stretch here from behind the 3-point line.
You can only defend him with team defense, I think. He is so quick. 10.9 seconds to go in the first half. Got another half of basketball ahead of us tonight. Andrew Nembhard lost the handle, picked up by Green. A lot of goofy things there going on at the end of the first half. Zags lead at 48-30 after the first 20 minutes. They shot 17 of 31. Ended up with 5 turnovers, but not a turnover till about 4 minutes and 34 seconds to go.
Yeah, sloppy down
in that first half. Certainly was. And of course, Northern Arizona led by Jalen Cone. Big first half for him. Halftime from the McCarthy Athletic Center when we come back. Heister, Dickow, Fox. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the McCarthy Athletic Center. Gonzaga ranked number 4 in the country with an 18-point lead at 48-30 over Northern Arizona after that first half of action. Greg Heister, Dan Dickow, Richard Fox. 3 Zags in double digits, guys. Timmy, Anton Watson, Chet Holmgren. What did you like? What did you not like?
Well, early on, I like the aggressiveness of Holmgren, and I'm sure Richard will touch on it as well, but Anton Watson was extremely active. He's kept up his strong play as of late.
Yeah, look, and that's the strength for this team is inside, and if you're getting that kind of production as we've seen from Watson now the last 4 games, that's a huge value add for this GU team because when you take either Holmgren or Timmy out of the game, you're still bringing in a high-level guy who's producing for you. And Watson's done a nice job of chipping in offensively the last 4 games.
And Chet Holmgren was feeling it from downtown right from the get-go, guys. He was feeling it from that 3-point line. Why not let him fly?
I just loved how aggressive he was from the tip. You know, 10 of 30 from the 3-point line to start the year, and tonight he really hunted that out. 3 of 4 from behind the arc. Did a good job drawing fouls, 3 of them, 2 blocks defensively, still doing what we know he does every night, rebound, block shots. I would rather have to rein him back a little bit offensively and try to coach him up and let him understand. 'Cause he took a couple bad shots there in the latter part of the first half. But I want that aggressiveness from him. I'd rather rein him in if I need to. I really liked what I saw from him in the first half.
What do you want to see in the second?
More Anton Watson energy. I thought he was great on the offensive end, as we talked about, but defensively, when they went 3-quarter court kind of trap, he really kind of sparked a lot of confusion for Northern Arizona.
We're going to take a timeout. Zags up 48-30. We're at the half. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Oh, I miss Bing Crosby.
The Gonzaga Halftime Report is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino. Join us at Coeur d'Alene Casino for a mouth-watering steak dinner, Pat brings spa treatment, or the hottest games around. Coeur d'Alene Casino, a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. Coeur d'Alene Casino, welcome home.
And welcome back to the McCarthy Athletic Center. 48-30 our score. Number 4 Gonzaga up by 18 on the Lumberjacks. All right, before we get to Richard Fox and his rendition of the White Christmas made famous by Bing Crosby, we have to talk about Jalen Cone, gentlemen. Like, he's fun to watch play basketball. I don't care. Scoreboard aside, he's a blast to watch.
Yeah, we talked about it in the Open. He's been playing really well as of late, including a 33-point outing against South Dakota. Could he break his career high tonight against the top 5 Zags? Could be, because he had 17 in the first half. He made it look easy at times, and Gonzaga focused in on him, but he still found open areas. He was dynamite in transition. He was great in the half court. Really good first half, and fun to watch was Jalen Cone.
You don't want that guy in transition, right? The only hope of stopping him is in the half court, where you got like 4 levels of defense.
Well, you got to get back, protect the rim, stop the ball, and everybody needs their eyes on Jalen Cone and making sure that he is also located at all times.
There's your first half stats brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort and Hotel. Richard, you ready? I
love Christmas.
See, I
don't know this song.
Man, I think myself, Dan Dickow and Richard Fox, we're headed to the ice ribbon right after this game. Look at the open ice, gentlemen. There's all kinds of space. Great first half for Gonzaga. They lead Northern Arizona 48-30. I'd love to see Richard Fox on ice skates.
It's grace in motion.
Yes, Jalen Cone led Northern Arizona with 17 points on 6 of 12 shooting. And Chet Holmgren led Gonzaga a bit more efficient, 4 of 6, 14 points, and 2 tied at 10 points. They would be Drew Timme and Anton Watson. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, second half when we come back. Gonzaga, Northern Arizona. The Zags trying to get to their 10th win. Back in a moment. Happy holidays, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the McCarthy Athletic Center. What a great time of the year. Zags up 48-30. Greg Heister, my buddies Dan Dickow, Richard Fox. We're ready to get going here in the second half against the Lumberjacks. And there are a bunch of Anton Watson's former teammates at Gonzaga Prep in attendance. I'm being told there's a future Cougar football player there and one current Husky football player as well. Some talent. There's Anton. Another solid game. This is what Anton Watson is now. 3 of 3 tonight. 4 of 7 from the line. Couple of rebounds. Doesn't have an assist yet, but he will. He's got 10 points.
Does a little bit of everything, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's versatile. So, Richard, are you working on White Christmas?
I am. I dropped the ball there.
Yeah, you did. Major way.
I forgot the song that you were requesting, and I froze.
How do you forget White Christmas?
No, you brought it up earlier in the segment, and I just froze. I'm hoping for
performance anxiety. Is that what it was?
It happens to all of us at one point, and I'm hoping that I get a second chance. So.
We'll make sure that happens, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. Richard Fox and his rendition of A White Christmas.
I can't wait.
Mason Stark to Maines. Touts dumps it down. Great catch by Richard. But a whistle and a foul called on Andrew Nembhard.
It's out only 10 minutes there in the first half with those 3 fouls, but did a nice job. 7 rebounds, a couple of those offensively, but you see his feel in the high post. They're able to run a lot. Some of their offense through him. He makes solid plays.
Yeah, they run a lot of it. I mean, Cone is listed as a point guard, but he's more of a scoring guard coming off of actions, looking for himself, where Tout, you're right, makes plays for others.
Oh, what a pass into the corner. Great vision by Nembhard. Strother, though, is blocked inside Ezekiel Richards. A nice defensive play. Here's Cone. Cone on the move. Oh! Holmgren a long way away with the block. Stark on the baseline. Here's Maines to the post. Tout will try to back in on Holmgren. Falling away. Boy, he just makes that shot a lot harder than it normally is.
You wouldn't have to do that. Put that fade onto it as Richards goaltends. The balls had already hit the glass. And that's what a great shot blocker does. It's not always about blocking the shot. It's about altering those shots around the rim or making you shoot in a way that you normally wouldn't to try to get the shot off. You saw it right there with Tout.
Bolton. Cone.
That's exactly right. That time he didn't even look to elevate because the previous possession, Holmgren blocked the shot in a similar fashion.
12th turnover now for Northern Arizona. There is Shane Burkhardt. What, he's found himself a player. Just the sophomore is Jalen Cone. Out of Walkertown, North Carolina.
Well, there's some pieces here. I know they were picked 9th in the preseason, but Holmgren just too good there. Spun off the top. Top doesn't want to pick up his fourth, but you've got Cone and you've got some good size up front for the Big Sky as far as with Richards and Tout, and then you've got some skill with Stark and some of the other backcourt players.
He talked to him before the game. He said one of the things that they had to do as compared to last year, and you hear it from a lot of coaches this year, we had to get older, and that's going to happen much easier through the transfer portal. And they've gotten a number of good transfers as Richards sticks with it on the offensive glass. But Cone, Stark being a good transfer from Division II Northern State, which is one of the best Division II programs in the country.
Bolton. Zags working around, find the open shooter. Roger Bolton with his first attempt and make from downtown. He's got 5.
What you love about Bolton, though, he's just fits. Against Texas Tech, he had to be aggressive. He was getting a lot of opportunity from the three-point line tonight. Just fits right in. This is the end of the floor where he's having an impact with Cone, trying to make Cone's life difficult.
And another 3 from the corner. That one well short, grabbed out of the air by Holmgren. Andrew Nembhard into the lane all the way to the rim. Left hand too easy.
And that was created from Drew Timme trying to get an early post position. Nembhard recognized it. There was an opening, attack to the finish.
Timeout, Northern Arizona. Zags now up 57-32. The lead is growing. Drew Timme, the quick spin. They work it around. Bolton from downtown. What a shooter he is. His first of the game. And then Nembhard right through the lane. Left hand goes. 57-32. And you are back at the McCarthy Athletic Center on this December 20th with Greg Heinster, Dan Dickau, Richard Fox. Let's update that AP Top 10. Baylor and Purdue already winners tonight, so Baylor remains unbeaten at 11-0. Purdue at 11-1. And there's Duke at 10-1. Of course, Gonzaga's one of their losses. And Zags at number 4.
Feel better about it this week? Last week UCLA was ahead of Gonzaga, even though Gonzaga beat them, and that really bothered you.
He didn't sleep. Just not right.
He's calling me weird hours tonight. He's saying this isn't right.
The robbery. In and out from the corner. Here's another chance, but Nembhard poked it away. And now Strother on the move. Here's Drew Timme. And a whistle. And this foul will go against Northern Arizona. On Mason Stark. Polls are so inconsequential. Can we just, I don't even know why we have them until January.
I think few would agree with you. The polls to start the year, I mean, it's how many teams that that started the year out in the top 10 have we seen stumble out of the gate and just struggle? It's just such an early part of the year. Now with so many transfers and having to put teams together every year, you see that here at GU. It's been one of the remarkable things that has happened in the last 5 years is this staff's ability to bring these new guys together. And I'm with you, Greg. I'm not sure we need to know who's number 1 in October.
Here's Tout. And he gets the friendly bounce. Tout now with 4. Bolton to the post. Zags swinging around. Corner 3 on the way from Strother.
That didn't go in, but great screen there from Nembhard.
I was thinking the same thing. Just the IQ there to understand a ball was getting swung. Go screen the rotational man defensively.
Bolton just face guarding Cone right now. He has no help responsibilities, does Bolton. Just stay attached to Cone. He's done a nice job of in the second half.
Guick got by Julian Strother. Strother picks up the personal foul. 15:36 to go. Zags up 59-34. Time for a fireside chat with Richard Fox when we come back. Whoa. Yeah, you see that? Now that guy's got moves.
He's right behind us.
Yeah, cool. See? Here's hope. Here's the upcoming schedule for Gonzaga. One more warm-up before they begin West Coast Conference play. December 30th at San Diego. January 1 at LMU. We'll be in San Diego, and Loyola Marymount. We'll also be doing the North Alabama game.
I was just saying, we have all those.
I don't know. It's getting way too far out there for me to. It's possible. Zach's ready for conference, guys?
More time together. Yeah.
Nothing like being on the road.
Yeah, you know, look, and since forever, Coach Few has really talked about the different stretches in the season. You've got the non-conference, and, you know, typically you'd be in some sort of preseason tournament. Then you get into conference, and despite the dominance Gonzaga's had, there's still a lot of pride in the program of winning the league. It's a grind every year, and so there's going to be enthusiasm and excitement to start that part of the season.
Here's Hickman to the post. Chet Holmgren, boy, that was a quick spin.
And that's where he's at an unbelievable move there. And what was so good there is he didn't wait for the defense to set. He just went quick. Use your agility. Don't try to overpower anybody. Be quick when you get the ball.
That was lightning. Cone. And look who he's got to get it through. Into the corner. Shot for three, short by a John Oguic. Oguic with it, left it. Richards, flush.
Nice dump down.
Richards with 4. 61-38.
Wants to shoot that.
Yeah, he did.
High-low.
Sizing it up.
Drew Timme will shoot free throws.
I mean, look how quick the ball. First off, great entry there from Hickman. He just goes. He's just so agile. And then he goes to the other side of the rim to protect it from the shot blocker. Richards nearly got it. And here the other way, this nice drop down. And Richards goes up strong. Hard to block a dunk.
Drew Timme at the line. Drew 12 points tonight, 3 rebounds. Now 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Zags for the game now 11 of 15 from the line. I think they were 8 of 10 against Texas Tech. That was one of the areas that Coach Few really wants his team to work at. Free throws and turnovers. So far, so good of late. Agree?
Those are always going to be very important stats. I mean, rebounding is another one that gets a lot of attention from the coaching staff. But the fact is, you've got a lot of young players learning to play with each other. Turnovers can happen. This is what that great stretch of practice after Alabama loss, I think, really helped them with.
Richards with the jump hook over Timme. Just enough on it to get it to teeter-totter over the rim. Nolan Hickman down the lane. And a whistle and a foul call. Drew taking the opportunity to get an extra shot in. Oguic with the personal foul. That's his first. And that's 3 team fouls on Northern Arizona this half. Under 14 minutes to go at the McCarthy Athletic Center. The 9-2 Zags. Up 63-40. Drew Timme missing there. Now 4 of 8 in the game. And boy, look at the elevation on that 3 from Jalen Cone.
That's the aggressiveness touched on earlier in the game. Bolton has done a nice job of bottling it up in the second half. That was his first time he really got free, and he kind of forced it.
Drew now 1 of 2 from the three-point line, 50%. Stark. Hunter Salas defending. And the offensive foul call. And it was Drew Timme who was in there. He's from Texas, and he's into being tough.
Those are the little things that you don't always see All-American type candidates do, is step in front, take a charge.
I know it took years for this program to see that. Oh, just give you a tip, buddy. Okay?
Oh, that's right. You were an All-American.
That was a joke. That was a joke, you know.
I maybe have taken 1 or 2. The ref made an accident. He made a mistake. I paid him after the game.
Like the one shot block?
Yes.
Bolton missing.
Get to know the statisticians well.
Here's Richards. Took some time on that three. Richards now with 9. Actually, that was Isaiah Lewis. My bad.
This is second 3 of the year.
That's why he took his time. Here's Hickman. Hunter Salas, fake. Oh, the baseline flush for Hunter Salas.
Just saw that coming. Off that pump fake.
Looked effortless.
Oh, it is effortless.
Jeez.
And now Lewis going to work again. A lot of dribble, throws it to the glass. Rebound at Anton Watson, his 3rd. There's Raj Bolton. Just a hair shy on that 3-point attempt.
I love that Timmy had position inside. Saw Bolton had a good look and yelled at him to shoot it. As Cone just puts on the brakes and lets everybody fly by.
Literally everybody. And at the other end, Hunter Salas pushing tempo. He'll shoot free throws. 65-44. The young Hunter Salas. What? Little fake and look out. He's awesome. Hunter Salas with 4. Zags up by 20. And welcome back. Some confusion. The official stat machine right here in front of me says it's 65-45. Scoreboard says 65-44. The scoreboard there on television said 65-44.
We have enough trouble as it is.
Exactly. You can't be confusing us in that manner. It's either 20 or 21-point lead.
Let's call it 20 and a half.
Oh, see? I like the way Dick Howe thinks. Tell you what, Jalen Cone is a basketball player. So is Hunter Salas at the free throw line. Looking to shoot his first free throws in this game. He's got 4 points, couple of rebounds, and an assist. And did a sit-down interview with Hunter this week. We talked about his hair. Hunter is officially on the all-hair team here at Gonzaga. That was started with Dan. Rooney kind of picked it up. Matt Bolden, Adam Morrison. Richard not so much, but Hunter Salas is kind of like the next chapter.
Each Zag team has to have somebody with great hair.
Oh, Watson with the defense. And the flush. And a chance for 3.
Just took the ball away there.
Again, in that top of that 3/4 court press, he is active. He does a great job of anticipating. Comes up with a steal.
He just comes up here and rips it out. Watch.
Oh, that's mine. If you're Winton Brown, I mean, you give it up to Watson, you have to foul him. You can't just give a little slap on the wrist and hope he misses.
Okay, I got the call down. Bat phone, it is 44. It's not 45, so it's 70-44, the official score. Anton Watson. Tout fades away. And that's off of Julian Strother out of bounds. But look, Anton Watson, it's no secret when he came here to Gonzaga. Highly touted. Local guy, so there's some pressure on him, right? Because it comes from the area. And he suffered through those terrible shoulder injuries that we saw. Strother clears the miss by Cone. And now we're seeing him blossom into the player that I think this coaching staff thought he would be. Here's Holmgren, another 3 from the top. That's long. Jalen Cone bounced to the post. Watson there to deflect it away from Carson Tout. Hickman the spin, and what a lay-in at the other end.
Showed a little bit of Seattle flash. Jamal Crawford, one of the greatest ball handlers ever, has been a mentor to Nolan Hickman over the years. Awesome to see him getting a chance to really start proving himself here at Gonzaga.
So you brought up Earl Boykins because you blocked the shot. Did you block one of his too?
No, I never did block any of Jamal's shots.
Okay. 5 on the shot clock. Tout inside. Julian Strother with a block. Here's Hickman. Zags defense really tightening up here. Hunter Salas, the 3 is online and good. Hunter with 9 and showing some range.
First 3 of the year for Salas, and he took that one with confidence. Nice little drop off from Hickman, finds his partner.
Zags struggling from the 3-point line. Now 8 of 16 from the game.
Just a nice stretch here for Hickman. You see this, the beautiful spin and transition. And then here, just a nice little drop off. And Salas, as if he's knocked down 30 this year, steps into that one with a ton of confidence. And your point earlier, Greg, you're right. As the year goes, progresses, these young guys are going to get better and better. And they've gotten some big minutes, particularly Hickman. In some of these big games recently, Alabama, Texas Tech, he's getting significant minutes in games, impactful minutes. And you just accelerate that growth, Dan, as you get to play in those moments in those games. You've seen that with Hickman.
Let me ask you this serious question. Is it a matter of math? The 3-pointer's worth more than the 2? Or is it about having players that have the threat of hitting that 3 to keep a defense honest? What's most important of those 2 facts?
I mean, you're right to a certain extent with the math. I think there's a time and place for analytics. I think too many people have gotten analytic heavy in the game of basketball as of now, as opposed to the eye test. But you have to have the threat to shoot the ball.
To keep a defense honest,
To keep
right?
a defense honest,
Create
yes.
lanes.
So if Salas can begin to show the ability to knock a 3 down like that, it's going to open up lots of opportunities, because right now where he's best is slashing. We saw it on a shot fake at the corner, 2 dribbles to a dunk over the top. That's where he's best at right now.
Hunter with 9 points, Holmgren with 18, Watson with 13, Drew Timme with 14. Still 10 minutes to play. Gonzaga on a 10-0 run. Hickman guarding Cone. Holmgren out there to help. Lewis came and got it. Brown trying to get it to the post. Richards is there. He's got to get it done against Holmgren. No way. Maines. Cone. That won't go. The floater. Thing of beauty. Cone trying to run it down. Hi, Jalen.
He didn't know you. He didn't want to say hi back.
But we knew him. Jeez, what a player.
He's put in quite a bit of work tonight.
Jalen 19.7 of 17 shooting. Hunter. Anton Watson, he can hit it. And up for the rebound is Lewis. And Anton takes it right back. Leaves it for Strother. And the finger roll laying off the glass.
There's your assist for Watson.
It is.
Nice steal and just a quick decision over the top. Gets it to Strother.
Cone working on Hickman. They work it around. 10 on the shot clock. Lewis choosing to do this against Hunter Salas. Whips it inside. Green falling away with 3. Zags there on the weak side. Ezekiel Richards with the tip jam.
Well, Holmgren's had a great night defensively all around, but that time there's no need to come from the weak side. You were 3 removed for the block shot, opening up the tip dunk for Richards.
Strother. Hickman. Love to watch the Zags move the ball. Anton Watson now spins to the baseline. The touch off the glass is good. Watson with 15.
5 of 6. What a night for Watson. Just a quick spin off that one dribble. And gets to his strong hand.
Green bangs into Strother. They rush the shot. Holmgren with it. Chet looks like he's hunting a shot. Leaves it for Holmgren. Or for Hunter Hickman. Nolan Hickman. We'll get it. We'll get it.
I thought we weren't drinking the eggnog until after the show.
Yeah. Going from the elbow short. 7:32 to play. Are you ready for White Christmas, Richard?
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Watson, great move inside. We'll be back after the break.
That's all you got? And welcome back. Gonzaga Hoops playing the game brought to you by Multicare Health System. To stay in the game, Multicare's team of doctors, nurses, and specialists partner with you all season long. Guys, Watson off the free throw miss.
Well, usually it's a play of the game. Tonight it's plays, and a lot of it is due to Anton Watson, his activity that time on the offensive glass after a missed free throw. But Hunter Salas is coming to play tonight. You keep seeing growth in his game. Tonight he's getting some extended minutes. Shows off a little bit of his athletic ability. He won the dunk contest, Craziness in the Kennel, this fall. That was a impressive dunk along the baseline.
Chet Holmgren settling in at the free throw line where he is 3 of 4. But gentlemen, as the season progresses now, what is Hunter Salas's role on this team?
It's going to start defensively. He's got great length. He's got natural instincts on that end of the floor. That's often an area where young guards in particular will struggle when they make the jump. Because defense, it's more complicated. You've got more schemes on that end of the floor than you do at the high school level. But he's fit in really well defensively. He does a nice job rebounding as well. The offense is going to come. He's excellent attacking the rim, transition, or in the half court slashing. His evolution is going to be, as his jump shot improves, he's just going to hit a whole different level because all the pieces are there. It's that jump shot will come over time.
Chet Holmgren hits the free throws, heads to the bench. His night might be done with 20 points, 6 of 9 shooting, 5 of 6 from the line, 9 rebounds. Ben Gregg on the floor. That was a season high for Mr. Holmgren. Off the glass. Nice touch, Jay Green. Here's Ben. Anton Watson into the corner. Nolan Hickman. Gregg turned down the 3. He can hit that. Nolan will shoot the 3. Strother the long rebound in the corner. Another chance. Anton drives. He loves that shot tonight. Anton was 17.
He's been playing really well. Last 4 games coming in, 44 points. The previous 6, he was only averaging a little over 2 a game. So he has really played well as of late. Curious is if Richard had experiences with Coach Few and the staff. Sometimes when you're struggling, you get a conversation or two with the staff saying, we need more from you. I'm wondering if that's what happened with Anton.
And the applause for Anton Watson as he goes to the bench. His buddies enjoying it as well. Sorry to interrupt, Richard.
No, you see the staff as well. All of them got up. I'm just really happy for a guy like Watson. He's gone through a lot. You know, we've talked through that, but you know, I think sometimes as a player when you're struggling offensively, the easy thing to do, the natural thing to do is to focus on that struggle. When a way to get out of that is to almost just ignore that part of your game and know, hey, tonight I know I'm going to rebound tonight. I know I'm going to guard. I'm going to do these other things. The offense will come. I think Watson's done that.
Stout got it off.
You know, because
did not hit iron.
Even when he wasn't scoring in those games, he was doing other things. The passing's been there since
he's
the year
always
started.
defended well.
He's guarded this year from the very beginning. He's done a decent job not turning it over. The offense just took a while to come around. He was missing some bunnies early in the year, but that hasn't been the case the last 4 games. He's been excellent.
Matthew Lang will be checking in soon. Here's Hunter Salas. Picked up his dribble. Ben Gregg left open again. I tell you, he could shoot that from downtown.
Yeah, he does have that ability to knock it down. I like that he turned that same shot down on his first possession of the game. Coaches like to see you get up and down the floor a possession or two, especially if you've sat all night before you take one of those.
Now Ben with some defense on the ball. Caden Perry, number 20 on the floor for GU. So just for whatever it's worth, 5:25 to go. I know what it looks like at home. Zags up 86-48. But ladies and gentlemen, Caden Perry's on the floor. I wouldn't be going anywhere.
He has been exciting all the minutes he's gotten early in the season. Has battled back from a little bit of a back injury, but he is as athletic as they get.
He and Ben Gregg are roommates and known each other for a long time. They're going to be a great tandem in the years to come on those posts for Gonzaga. .15 on the shot clock. Here's Mahaney trying to get it to the post. Ben Gregg denied it. And it's off of a lumberjack. They don't agree with the call, but I've never seen an official change his mind when it's that emphatic. So it'll be Gonzaga ball. Carson Tout didn't agree. Here's Hickman. Step back, elbow jumper. Nolan Hickman smooth. He's got 4.
It's just always under control.
What an impressive dude. I interviewed him this week. These are interviews coming up soon in the Mark Few show, but he has his own foundation. Nolan Hickman does. Raising money for people that grew up in his area on the west side of the state of Washington. But it's 4 years into it. Started as a basketball camp, and now it's a full-blown foundation where they take charitable donations, and he's helping people in the community in which he grew up. And this is a kid that's not even 19 years old till next May. I was so impressed with Nolan Hickman.
He's very mature, and you see that on the floor. His approach for a young guy is very mature, very professional.
And the other thing that was great about Nolan in my discussion with him, still gets extremely excited for Christmas. He's going home. He says, I can't wait for the morning and I can rush down those stairs and see what Santa's left. And he said, look, you know, I've got younger siblings and I'm at the point now in my life where I can start buying them some gifts. So he said, just to see the faces of those young people at Christmas, it's going to be a great day in the Hickman household on Christmas. I hope it is for you too as well.
You too,
You
brother.
guys got youngins, right?
Yep.
Tends to be great at my house.
Yes. Yeah, I've heard.
My kids have been great. We'll see. My oldest son told Santa he wanted snow. We were like, what? Snow? I think we're going to see that one, so he's in luck.
There's Matthew Lang. Left hand.
Wow.
Oh, look at the touch on that little hook. Lang's first bucket. Under 4 to play.
Salas is up at the top timing this dribble. He's looking for an opportunity for a steal.
He's zoned right in on it, isn't he? Here's Jackson over Arlauskis. And the rebound poked out of bounds. 3:44 to go, our final timeout on the floor. Zags up 90-49. They've made their last 8 shots inside the arc. Beautiful day in Spokane. And welcome back. Time now to announce tonight's player of the game, presented by A to Z Rental. No job is too big or too small. With 8 convenient locations, we rent everything. The A to Z Rental be your most valuable player. And tonight it is Anton Watson. Really efficient, 6 of 7, 5 of 8 from the line, 3 rebounds and assists, 17 total points.
Drew 6 fouls as well. He's really active.
Career high 23 points a season ago against Portland, but I think if you're talking best game as a Zag, this might be it, because he filled every statistical column there was to fill. He was terrific.
And I see a guy's confidence now that is as high as I've ever seen it. Anton's going to have a great remaining season for Gonzaga. He's going to tear up the West Coast Conference and help lead this team into the NC2A tournament. Ben Gregg now poking away on Mahaney. 3 on the shot clock. Jackson's got to shoot it over Arlauskis. And rebound underneath and a foul call. Rebound earned by Winton Brown.
These are valuable minutes for Greg and Caden Perry and Hunter Salas. Nice to see him still in there. And don't think that Coach Few and the staff aren't grading out their performances over the last 4 minutes or so.
And that screen much too hard from Winton Brown. Foul call.
Talk about the coaching staff, Coach Few. What an honor to be a coach on Team USA's staff. Steve Kerr, the head coach. Coach Few was named an assistant alongside Monty Williams and Eric Spoelstra. That is a heck of an honor.
WCC guys.
Yeah, Eric Spoelstra played at Portland.
Caden Perry lost his shoe. He's going to play without one shoe. And he's getting up and down the floor, and he's just pushed and fouled by Winton Brown. No call.
One of his teammates got to help him out and foul there.
Arlauskas goes to the glass, and he'll shoot free throws. And Caden Perry collects his shoe.
Trey Arlauskas saw the shoe when he was
he almost
running
stepped
up the
on
floor. Surprised the officials didn't stop it.
The look of confusion for a moment there on Caden Perry's face.
Know, do I pick it up or not? Like, what do I do? Yeah. Oh, that's...
I told you the kid can jump right out of his shoe.
Tie those things a little tighter.
Martynas Arlauskas, 6'7", 205 from Lithuania. (92-49). Zach's going to move to 10-2 on the season. Get a few days off to celebrate Christmas, and there's Caden Perry, the block from behind.
His shoe is untied again.
It is. And look at him get after that rebound as he looks down his left shoe. It could come off again. Greg, another three. Ben Greg, his second make from downtown. And I think I read on Twitter tonight that Ben Gregg's mom is in attendance. Dad is at home. I believe I've got that right. So what a night to hit those threes. 10 on the shot clock. Jackson open for three. No good. Caden Perry. Oh, man. Joe Few coming in. Will Graves coming in as well. Hunter Salas, Caden Perry out of the game for Gonzaga. Extended minutes for the walk-ons tonight. And that's Spencer Roberts, all 6'8", 240 of him, from Alberta, Canada. He grew too big for the hockey skates, so he's down in Arizona playing basketball. Here's Ben, got to cover him. He'll drive it now. Trying to go inside to Arlauskas. Deflection goes out of bounds. Caden Perry coming back in.
We had that shoelace, the substitution there. I think they wanted to give him time to actually
teach him how to tie his shoes. Here's a double knot.
Ben Gregg to the bench. Matthew Lane catch and shoot. Northern Arizona basketball. I have to be honest, I was kind of expecting Dan and Richard to be in Christmas sweaters tonight.
You know, I thought about it.
You've got one, don't you, Richard? Like the ugliest.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
My kids got me one this year. It was the Die Hard Nakatomi Towers.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know that reference?
No, I'm sorry. I'm a loser. Matthew Lang lost it out of play. So the Lumberjacks keep possession here.
Game's out of hand, but is Die Hard a Christmas movie to you, Richard?
Absolutely, 100%.
Really?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. The amount of Christmas spirit in that movie is. Yeah.
Oh, well, you can't beat Christmas Vacation.
I don't know what's going on at your house at Christmas, Richard.
Yeah. Hey, think about it. Think about it.
Spirit and Die Hard.
Yeah, think about
got
it.
trouble.
The main character is selfless and brave and trying to help others. I mean,
here's Joe Few.
Let it fly, Joe.
Trying to get it to the post. Caden Perry the catch. Roberts with a bump. Perry right to the glass. And just missed it. Cleared by Aguic. About 3 seconds differential between the two clocks. So we'll get another shot attempt from Northern Arizona. Haney directs traffic. And now he'll drive. Shot up, no good. Arlauskas clears it for GU, and that'll do it. 95-49. The final score. Zags now 10-2 on the season, but they shoot 10 of 22 from that three-point line in this game tonight. They're getting better from downtown. The monster is building. The aptitude is growing. I've got high hopes for the Zags this season.
yeah, back-to-back games shooting better than 40% from three. He'll take that any night. Certainly trending in the right direction behind the three-point line, but I thought it just overall just a great effort. Another night where they took care of the ball, just 5 turnovers, all of those in the first half. No turnovers here in the second half. So a nice way to wrap things up, I think, before heading to Christmas.
Yeah, I think so too. Zags 27 of their last 33 free throws. You know, I think when you go back to their 2 losses, free throws, turnovers were the big stories in both those losses. Maybe it's turning the corner right now for Gonzaga, ranked number 4 and growing. We've got more to come from the McCarthy Athletic Center. We're back in a moment. Gonzaga big winners tonight. Welcome back. Zags victorious again, 95-49 final score. Chad Holmgren, another big game for him. Guys, how about the job that Gonzaga's defense did on Jalen Cone in that second half? Scored 17 at half, just 2 points in the second half. So we credit the offense oftentimes, free throws better, not turning it over, hitting some three-point shots, but that defense kind of sunk in.
They took everything away from Jalen Cone in the second half, which I'm sure there were some strategic decisions made of how to guard how loose he was getting in that first half, but you got to give him a lot of credit. He played really well in that first half.
Yeah, first half, Gonzaga's bigs would hedge and try to get back. Second half, they stay with Cone. They double him basically until they got rid of the ball. It was, I think, 1 of 6 in the second half. A really good job of making his life very uncomfortable.
And Chet Holmgren scoring 20 points tonight, guys. He got it going from the three-point line early in this game and then just kind of settled in. He was dominant at both ends.
Well, he continues to be a force, blocking, altering, changing shots on the defensive end. But tonight I thought he had a nice pop in his step. He knocked down an early 3, and then I think that energized him to be really aggressive. He hit a couple in transition where he was the ball handler bringing it down. You saw a lot of confidence from him. Great to see him with a career high as they head home for a couple days with Christmas break.
Chet, an efficient night as well, 6 of 9 from the floor, those 9 rebounds. He was involved. Anton Watson, our player of the game. We're seeing him evolve, right? We're seeing him become what Mark Few and the staff had hoped he would become when he came here. He's finally healthy.
Yeah, look, hey, Jalen Suggs is not the norm. What Anton Watson's career path, that's the norm. You get here, you're going to have some struggles. It doesn't all click right away, despite how heralded you are in high school. It can take some time, and I think we've seen it now the last, call it 3 weeks. He's been consistent every night. You've seen what he can do defensively the first couple years of his career, but now it's the passing, it's the feel offensively, and now he's really delivering with some offense, and that's something we just hadn't seen until the last month or so.
Zags get a couple of days off now, really to rest, relax, spend some time with their families. As a player, how important is that this time of the year?
Well, with the new rules allowing guys to be in summer school as much as they are, they need this break. Get away, don't hear your teammates' voices for a few days. don't hear the coaches' voices for a few days. Enjoy time with your family and be ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy these Zags. Man, are they good. 95-49, the final score tonight against Northern Arizona. The Zags now 10-2 on the season. One more warm-up before they head off to West Coast Conference play. For Richard Fox, Dan Dickow, I'm Greg Heister. Merry Christmas to everyone out there. Happy New Year. All of that holiday stuff. We'll see you soon.